So as of about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I am the proud owner of these two single family homes right here. Both happen to be located in the Midwestern region of the United States, but I don't actually own the entire homes. I just own tiny pieces of them. And those tiny pieces are sitting comfortably in my crypto wallet. But because I own tiny pieces of each one, I'm entitled to my part of the rental income that they generate. As you can see, a measly $550 investment between these two single family homes pays me about 12 cents a day, every day. Oh, and you know how home prices tend to go up over time, right? Well, my tiny pieces of these homes also appreciate in value over time, just as the homes do. Keep in mind, I've never seen these houses in person. I've never met the tenants, and I have zero responsibility when it comes to making repairs or worrying about new tenants in general. I just collect the money every day, and so do the thousands of other investors on this platform. Lofty AI is a fractional real estate marketplace, a buffet of rental properties broken into shares, making it possible for the everyday person to dive into real estate investing with as little as $50. Everything you need is here. As you scroll through the available listings, you can click on each one and see everything from its financials, annual expenses, even the current tenant status and what their terms are. If any changes happen, such as a tenant moving out, right, the listing will update this information for everyone to see. Okay, so how much money are people making using this tokenized real estate marketplace? Well, I'm gonna show you just that. Let's go to one of the earlier properties that was listed on Lofty, a 3-bedroom single family home in what seems to be a quiet suburb in Chicago, Illinois. Here is how Lofty works, guys. Step 1, on August 31st, 2021, the seller at the time submitted this home for sale to the Lofty team, as anybody can through their website. The home is then evaluated based on condition, location, rental history, and even checked out by an inspection company. If any repairs do pop up, the seller will agree to fix them or provide a cash credit to cover the costs. If everything is good, the offer is then accepted by Lofty and put under contract. Here's the cool part. When a home is put under contract, Lofty forms an LLC legal entity, which will eventually own the property. This LLC then becomes tokenized, which means broken up into a bunch of pieces that can be purchased for $50 per share on the Lofty marketplace. These shares or tokens will live on the Algorand blockchain. And when you purchase one, it gets sent to your Algorand wallet directly. That way you have verifiable proof of partial ownership in the LLC that owns this property, giving you rights to rental income and future appreciation of the home. Then the final step is the token offering. After the property is vetted, it is now listed on the Lofty marketplace where us investors can start purchasing pieces of ownership. September 1st, 2021, the Chicago property was offered to the public on Lofty marketplace at a valuation of about $184,000. Just like a regular house offered for sale, now the seller had to wait and see if the Lofty users will buy out the entire home at this valuation. So after all the tokens were bought up, this Chicago property was sold, closed, and the deed to the home was transferred to the LLC, which Lofty created, and which all the participants in this sale own a part of. And every property that is listed starts at a $50 per token price point. This specific Chicago home has appreciated 22% in the last 9 months, meaning for every $50 that you would have invested 9 months ago, you would be up $9 per token. And as a bonus, the property generates rental income at a current rate of 6.8%, right? So for every $50 invested 10 months ago, you would have earned $2.80 in rental income during that time period, right? Basically, a $50 investment would have grown to $61.80 without you lifting a single finger, which is a total appreciation of like 23% in 9 months, which is amazing. So if we scale this out, we can see how different amounts of capital would have appreciated in the same 9 months, right? $500 would have turned into $618, $5,000 would have turned into $6,180, $50,000 would have turned into $61,800. Talk about an inflation hedge. And honestly, the coolest part of all this is that these properties give you daily rental income, right? Income that you can do whatever you want with. And although each property's rent ROI will vary, here's some examples assuming a 9% cash on cash return.
Before we get into some awesome content, let's talk about the official sponsor of DeFi Donut, PoolTogether, which allows me to give you guys free and frequent videos.
Fun fact, $1 million sitting at your local bank won't earn enough monthly interest to cover a Netflix subscription. But just 5% of this sum right here is sitting in my PoolTogether savings account. And just this month alone, it's earned me enough interest to cover an entire year of Netflix.
See, PoolTogether is one of those DeFi apps that seems too good to be true, which just means instead of your money buying tickets, it is pooled together with other people's funds to earn interest in the DeFi world. That interest earned every week is combined and distributed to a few lucky winners. You can withdraw your funds at any time, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. So head over to PoolTogether.com and get paid to literally save money. Good luck, guys.
Right? $1,000 invested means you would get 24 cents a day. $10,000 invested gives you $2.50 per day. $50,000 invested gives you $12.32 per day. And $250,000 invested would give you $61 per day every single day. I know you're probably excited and want to dive in, but there's more to talk about and it's super exciting, all right? One thing to keep in mind is that individuals have a limit on the total percent of the property that they can own. That cap is usually around 10 to 15% of the total property. And there is a 2.5% total ownership limit if the property generates a higher than 10% annual return on rental income. All right. The daily rental income is made available to you every 24 hours, and you can withdraw it to your PayPal, your bank account, or even your crypto wallet. But the coolest part is you can use that rental income to purchase more tokenized real estate here on Lofty. So letting it stack up and reinvesting it is probably the best move, right? I mean, it creates an auto compounding effect because your newly created cash goes right back in and the snowball just keeps getting bigger and bigger. All right, so full disclosure, this is not a paid advertisement or video by Lofty. I just think it's super cool. But while making it, I found out that there is a referral program. And if you are like me and you like free money, then head over to my description. And all you have to do is after signing up, when you purchase at least, I think, $50, which is one token of a property, and hold it for at least 90 days, we both get $25. All right. So down in the description, if you choose to do so. Now, I know the question everybody has, right, is how do I sell these shares back, right? So I can cash out or take my profits, whatever. Great question. Even simpler answer. You are free to sell any of your property tokens back to Lofty at any time. And here's what happens behind the scenes today. Lofty will buy back any tokens that you want to sell, and they will put them back on the marketplace at the end of every week. So existing or new investors can scoop them up. And that's why if you miss out on a really good deal, there's no reason to be bummed about it, because in the future, there's a good chance that somebody who owns that property will sell some of those tokens back and you can kind of have another chance to invest or get in. But that's right now. Lofty is currently building a better solution to this, which is a direct peer-to-peer marketplace of sorts where investors can buy and sell these tokens from each other. So it's easier, quicker, more liquid, and it doesn't require Lofty to be a middleman. All right, so I read through all of their documentation on the website, so you don't have to, and I picked out the top most frequently asked questions so that you don't have to go and read that. All right, so question number one, is it really hands-free investing? Do I have a say in any properties I own? All right, first of all, it's 100% hands-free. Lofty has a management company in place that takes care of finding new tenants, repairs, or anything else that may come up. So you're good on that end. And you definitely have a say, guys. Your share represents voting power in the governance of each property you own. So if one of your own properties has a tenant that is like late on their rent, a governance survey will be emailed to all the token holders of that property. And same goes with any decision, right? Such as raising rent price, etc. And you guys will vote on the decision at hand, whether it's let's wait 4 weeks and then start eviction, or let's offer them cash for keys, whatever it is. All right, so there's a governance model in place for each property. Question number two, what happens if a home that I own shares in is sold? Can it be sold? Very good question. Just as I previously mentioned, the token holders get to decide when to sell a property through governance voting, and it definitely can be sold. Question number three, if one of my own properties has no tenants for a few weeks or months, will I still receive daily rent payments? Answer is no, guys. If the property has no rental income at the time, token holders will not receive any until a new tenant is found by the property management company, just like in real life, all right? Number four, who is Lofty and how do they make their money? Lofty is a startup with around 14 employees at the moment, or so it says in their docs, and their job is to hire property managers, vet deals, and maintain the marketplace, all the stuff behind the scenes. The Lofty company takes a 5% listing fee currently for each property and charges sellers a 3% fee after property is closed on. Question number five. Lastly, will I need an Algorand wallet? It says I can pay with credit card or bank account, right? So why do I need the wallet? Great question. And think of your Algorand wallet as like the storage space for your property tokens. All right. You can purchase your tokens with multiple payment methods, but the actual tokens that you buy get sent directly to your Algorand wallet. which you will connect to your Lofty account by pasting your wallet address inside the settings menu on Lofty. All right, so overall, although the Algorand blockchain is not my blockchain of choice, I really like what Lofty has built, and I'm super excited to start, buying some rental income. The plan is for me personally to deploy enough capital in the next 3 to 6 months to get me to about $10 a day or more in rental income. That's why I titled this video $10 a day, because I'll be scaling in that much capital over the next couple months. If you want to learn more cool ways like this to put your money to work inside the DeFi crypto world, then check out my super thorough class, which I will link in the description for you. Over 18,000 students are enrolled and enjoying lifetime updates. So thank you guys. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And let me know in the comments if you want some future rental income updates from me on this channel. All right, see you guys in the next one.